Our next guest is near and dear to the heart of Kevin Gilbride, and that is his former center and Super Bowl champion, Shaun, of course, Super Bowl 42 with the New York Football Giants. Shaun, thanks a lot for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Looking forward to seeing these guys, and of course, I always love hanging out with my man KG.
And he gets to hear you speak in a little bit. You're going to be the keynote speaker at the little luncheon after the broadcast is over. Give us a little preview of what message you're trying to get across to these kids.
Well, I think the biggest aspect is I was one of these kids, and it feels like just yesterday, but I was a kid at Rutgers who was just trying to keep the dream alive of maybe someday putting on an NFL uniform. So I want to remind them that, look, you're closer than you think, but also that the memories, the friendships, and the bonds that I created with my college teammates, with my friends, my roommates, those are things that last a lifetime. And I think probably every coach here will appreciate this as well. The relationship that you have with your coaches from a high school level, a collegiate level, and even at the NFL, you become friends, and you really, you kind of become family. And I think that relationship is so important. So those are some things that I'm really looking forward to sharing with.
And Shaun, you mentioned it. You were a guy that came into the league, undrafted free agent. You had to earn your way onto a roster. Right now, the NEC has 3 undrafted free agents that are on undrafted free agent contracts in training camp. What's important for them to make an NFL team out of a small school and a small conference like this?
Well, I feel like the NFL, there's so many guys I played with and I've seen around that show up based on talent. And talent will get you in the door, but it's what you do to separate yourself from everybody else, the mental preparation, always making sure that you don't cut yourself. That's the one thing you can't do if you're trying to make the team and you're kind of on the outside looking in. You've got to always be prepared mentally and physically.
I got to ask you about the Shaun Foundation very quickly. You guys do a great job with cystic fibrosis, helping out a lot of the kids that are dealing with the disease. Tell us about what you guys are up to.
Nothing's more gratifying than seeing families look at you and say thank you, and knowing that they're not in this fight alone. So the Shaun Foundation, we have a big events that raise money, and our main benefactor is cystic fibrosis. Our goal, we say it all the time, CF, make it stand for Cure Found, but really it's to add tomorrows every day for these young kids and for the families and make their life a little bit easier.
Shaun, great stuff. We look forward to hearing your speech. And by the way, folks, when this broadcast is over, go to Facebook Live and you'll hear this guy give his speech live. Make sure you check it out.